Blessings, beautiful souls. I am so excited for this reading. Oh my goodness. This is another new deck, right? Oh my goodness, I did go shopping that day. But I did get two. And you know, sometimes I get more than two. I think I need a huge wall bookcase downstairs because I have this vision for downstairs. I'm in a two-story house where I just have a wall full of oracles, but then I have to keep coming up and down the stairs because I do all my work up here in my special ritual room, right? So oh my goodness, I love oracle cards. Love, 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 love. I have three amazing cards today. This deck, I'm actually in love with this deck. It's very simplistic, but I love the messages. This is the Dragoons. Here we go. It's this one, right? It's amazing, amazing, amazing pictures and images. I absolutely love it. Now we have three amazing cards here today, cards 1, 2, and 3. Feel into it because I'm about to give you a lecture. Yes, I know. So if you don't like my little lectures on life, you probably need to just move on and not listen to today. Because this Dracon deck, Dracoons, is amazing. I just am in love with this deck. Absolutely in love with this deck. And so it is just like a kick up the bottom from spirit, and I love it. It's forceful energy, it's loving energy, and then there's like a forceful message afterwards. So let's jump straight in. 1, 2, and 3. Join me for our 5-day free oracle card reading challenge. You get to listen to an oracle card reading every day from me for 15 days. So, you know, why not? Not 15 days, 5 days, Christy. 5 days. I'm just so excited about this deck. Join the inner circle because, hey, I love you and I want you part of my community and I want to be able to text you every day. There you go. Simple as that, right? There's my 2 spiels for the day, a freebie and a paid. Let's go. 1, 2, and 3. Let's go. Card number 1. Look at this card. This is dance. Dance, dance, dance. If you got card number 1, you need to move your body. You need to embrace the joy of moving your body. You need to find something that allows you to move your body with joy. Bring in the fun. Bring in that amazing energy of joy back into your world, the freedom. Dance nourishes our soul. We move, we jog, we move, we jig, we embrace, we shift things out of our body. Why do you think all these amazing shamanic practitioners are just like, you know, shifting things? Because we shift our bodies, we move. You've got to allow the energy to shift. And so, yes, the nice little message was, oh, do you remember when you used to dance and used to be full of joy and used to embrace? And that's a lovely message. The other message is get off the lounge chair, stop watching Netflix and actually dance and enjoy life and move your body. The other message is disease sits in your body. I know it's pretty bad, but this is what's in the book. And they're pretty full on messages. But anyway, I did have a look at the book and I was like, oh my goodness, okay, we're going there. And Spirit was like, we're going there, Christy. And I'm like, okay, rightio, because I don't always look at the book, but this book I had to, because I love how full on. There's a real sweet message and then there's a real move your body, you'll get a disease. I'm not saying you're going to get a disease. What I'm going to say is if you don't move energy, energy becomes stagnant. Stagnant energy turns into illness. Okay, so we need to shift our bodies. We need to move. That's why walking every day is amazing. I walk every morning for an hour every morning because then I'm up here in my beautiful crystal room doing all my ritual work and I don't get an opportunity to move much during the day. This room is not big. Yes, I do a million steps, I swear, because I'm up and down and shifting and jumping and chanting and stomping my feet and playing my drum and doing all the things that I do with my ritual work, which is so much fun and I love it. However, you need to move. If you sit at a desk all day, please move. They're now saying that sitting is the new smoking. So let's move our body. Let's dance. Let's bring joy into our world whilst also getting our steps in, right? Card number 2. Card number 2, I'm loving card number 2. It's rituals. Look at that energy codes. I'm loving it. Okay, card number 2 is rituals. Now, This is, yes, if maybe you've been thinking about a ritual, I am your girl. You are welcome to purchase a ritual and we can do a ritual for you. However, also, what's your morning consist of? Do you have a morning ritual? Because if you don't, it's as simple as waking up and having a routine, having some ritual practice within that. This card also calls for us to acknowledge other people's rituals and without judgment, to actually go, you know what, that's their ritual, let them do that. Does it bother you if somebody else has a different ritual to you? If it does, then you need to have a hard look at yourself, because we should be honoring other people's rituals. Because you know why? I'm not talking about I'm not talking about the rituals, because I use ritual instead of spell when I have conversation with people. So when I'm not saying, yes, let's all agree that the person out there doing the black magic and dancing around and throwing hexes everywhere is okay, and we're going to acknowledge and accept that. No, absolutely not. We are not accepting that. What I'm saying is, if somebody has a different ritual to you in the way that they stir their coffee differently, or they use a different protective symbol to you, or they actually drive to work with a different sound system to you, we don't need to judge that, right? Our rituals are our practice. If our family doesn't want to engage in our rituals, well, that's that they're missing out. There's nothing you can do. You don't get to control what they want. You get to say, you know what, you miss out. I'm going to put my protection and my abundance symbols in my cup of tea, and if you don't want that to do the same, that is your choice. When I'm high vibrational on my highest timeline and you're wondering what happened, not my problem. No, we don't need to be like that. But you get what I mean, right? But the ritual is asking you to have a look at your life. Where can you instill your rituals? Where can you bring ritual in? Like, where can you actually be going, okay, so I need a little bit more respecting of other people's rituals. I really like the comfort of rituals. There's social rituals of sharing a meal together. Maybe we need to get into that. You know, there's rituals are here to support you and help you feel safe and confident. They provide a sense of security as you move through your day. Allow them in your life. Allow those rituals to come. Yeah? So, sometimes there's beautiful global rituals too that we should get involved in. Yeah? Things that are absolute heart coherence. And it's important that we are embracing tradition and not going against it. Interesting. What ritual are you going to do today? Maybe you've been meaning to do one. Maybe you've been meaning to book one. I am available most of the time, 48 hours. And then I'll be like, you're going to give me a bit of time. But yeah. Okay, card number 3 is structure. Bit of a pattern here with the last 2 cards, I feel. Structure. Now, I did tell you, I said to you, what did I say? I'm going to be talking and being bossy. So, structure. Spirit is bossy today. Structure. Why do you have chaos in your life? Why do you have chaos in your life? Because you are not structured enough. Why do you have chaos in your business? You are not structured enough. Why are you feeling lost and overwhelmed? Because you do not have enough structure. If you have too much structure, that same thing can happen, right? Because then we become so structured that anything outside of our structure, we freak out and we have an anxiety attack, and then we have too much structure. We need to have a nice balance of structure. We need to bring the masculine energy in. I talk to you about feminine and masculine energy all the time and having a balance, right? We need to have that beautiful balance of masculine energy to have some structure. It's beautiful to have our beautiful feminine flow all the time, right? Beautiful feminine flow is so gorgeous and so amazing, and we just float through the world. Let me tell you, if I was sitting in my feminine flow all day, you would never get any of your orders from me. And so we need structure. I'm very masculine in my business. I'm very, very passionate about women and males, but women particularly earning and creating abundance in their world. And we need to utilize our masculine energy, which lives on the right side of our body, into our lives to create structure to allow us to step into our own abundance, our highest timelines. We need to do that through structure. We can do it through manifesting, but then what's the structure? It's your action step, right? So we need structure in our world. It's a must. If we don't have structure, we have chaos. Even if you say to me, Christy, I'm completely against the governments, I'm completely against everything, I don't want to have structure, I don't believe in this matrix system and I want out. Great. Let me guarantee you, if you go off grid into the middle of the bush somewhere, that you're going to have a structure of sorts, because you're going to need to use solar. You may need to use a generator, I don't know, but maybe if you just say, I need solar. So actually, if I want to wash clothes, I can't be doing that at 5 o'clock in the afternoon because my solar will not support that level of energy output. I need to do it at midday when the sun's highest. I'm going to get the most energy input. There's a structure involved of even living off grid, my friends. We need structure in our lives. Rituals have a structure. Yeah, dance has a structure. Everything has a structure. I want you to review your structure. If you know that you're an A-type personality and you are structured to the hills, I want you to see what you can unstructure. You know, we used to have this beautiful, our son was quite a handful when he was little. And so we have lots of routines, and like, I'm A-type personality, you know, give me a calendar, give me a schedule, and I'm a happy girl, you know. But then I need some freedom and flow as well, right? And so I certainly, sorry, I had to just move the door because I've got a cat scratching at it. You probably can't hear it, but I can. And so that bang was the door. I'm just like, stop, not yet, 5 minutes, give me 5 more minutes. I won't take 5 more minutes, I promise. But I used to have like a question mark on my structure. So maybe you could take this, because we used to have a surprise. We don't know when the surprise is going to come, but it's like if mummy needs to go to the post office and she didn't let you know because you're gonna have a meltdown if it's not on the structure, we'd put a question mark there, and throughout the day, mummy can use the question mark whenever she wants. And there's a surprise, we're going to the post office, or there's a surprise, we're gonna go get an ice cream, or there's a surprise, we're going to the beach, or there's a surprise, we're going to go and do some chores, whatever it is. It was like a little bit of a surprise throughout the day. So we had a really clear, safe structure, because some of us need structure for safety to feel really good, particularly if we're neurodivergent. We need a little bit of structure, but then you need to have a surprise in there somewhere, right? Start training your brain for a surprise in your structure, because if you're too structured and things go to crap, like it often does for me, you know, Christy, you need to jump online and do this now. It's like, well, hang on a second, I'm fully booked and I'm going to have a bit of a meltdown about that. So you need to be flowy as well. So your structure card is either, hey, look at your structure and get your structure in order, or hey, oh dear, you got too much structure, girlfriend. You need to have a break. Love you all so much. Love these cards. Speak to you all soon.